And I can promise you this, if you act upon what I'm about to cover, your life could change starting today. We've got something which is totally incredible, and I'm very excited to share with you. But let's start off with the what ifs. What if you could turn 2 minutes of your day into something which could change your life? Would you be open to knowing about it? What if you could get someone who's earning multi-millions of dollars working for you for pennies on the dollar? What I'm talking about, if you look on my screen right now, imagine if you can get any one of these 4 gentlemen working for you for free. We all know that Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, those are extremely successful in their own fields. Now imagine if you could get those people, working for you starting today. Would you be successful? That is what I'm about to share with you. That is something which I'm extremely excited to share with you starting today. Let me begin my presentation and go into presentation mode. There we go. So guys, if you have any questions, please hold off until the end of the presentation. I'm going to go through everything fast and furious. If you don't understand me, you can throw in the chat that you don't understand me. I'll slow down and repeat myself. What I want to introduce to you is something which has been years in the making. We have combined 2 industries, which is the trading industry and the marketing industry. I would like to introduce you to our traders, our expert traders. To the far left, that is our CEO and founder, Mr. Christopher Terry, who I'm going to expand on in the next slide. Next to him, that's Nick Taylor. He is an amazing leader. He is currently trading multi-million-dollar portfolios. He has been in the industry for many years. Next to him, that's Susan. She has been in the industry, featured at some of the industry's best events. She has been featured on CNBC. For those who are in the United States, you know how prestigious it is to be featured on CNBC. She has been on each and every top publication you can think of. She has been featured many times. If you'd like, just Google her. You'll see her all over the place, plastered left, right, and center. And to the far right, that is Lewis. This gentleman has been in the industry shorter than everyone else. He's one of Chris's students. This gentleman started 5 years ago with a mere $2,000. Now he's trading multi-million-dollar accounts. Now let's talk about our founder, Mr. Christopher Terry. He has been in the industry since 1998. Prior to joining the trading industry, he was in the construction industry, where he built a 40 million year construction company. He has built many high rises in New York. Right now, he is in the trading industry. He has been featured in the Traders Library, the Money Show, the Traders Expo, the Trade Station. He's got students who have been featured on the best of the best shows on TV. He's got many successful students. So in terms of as an educator in this industry, he is someone who's well known, well respected. He has been endorsed by some of the major corporations in the industry. What we want to share with you is in the Forex industry. If you take a look at my screen right now, you are going to see that the Forex industry, it's a $5 trillion industry. Let me say it one more time. $5 trillion industry. If you want to compare it to other industries which are not featured on my screen, let's take, for instance, the coffee industry. That's about 300 billion. If you look at the nutrition industry, it's almost there. Now, when you look in terms of 5 trillion, that should say a lot in terms of the size of the industry. what we're going to share with you tonight are 3 different products. I'm going to go through the signal service, then the live trading rooms, then lastly the wealth education. After you are going to see how leveraged your life could become just by utilizing one of those packages. The first one I'm going to talk about is the trade signal service. Basically what it is, let me bring out my pen. For those who know me, they know Teach never does anything without a pen. What happens is, if you look at the join iMarketsLive, we've got an application which you get to download to your computer. When you connect to that application, it's going to allow you to be connected to the server. And now, when you're connected to the server, whatever happens with our expert $1 million traders, whatever calls they make is going to be copied to the server, and whoever is connected to the server is going to be copied to their computers. Now, this is one thing which you need to know. I need to stress this. This is an educational platform, right? So the signals which we send, they are sent as an educational. When they are sent, let's say, to your computer, you do not need to be on the computer. You do not need to know anything about trading, right? All you need to know is that you are connected. And when the signal is sent, you choose to accept it or not. If you've got a setting on automatic, you do not need to do anything manual. So, but I have to stress that the signal, it's supposed to be what? An educational signal which you get to follow along with your account. I have to stress that. So let's recap. Okay, let me just change into the normal mode, then recap. Okay, let's recap. What is the signal service? The signal service will allow you to trade at the highest level, just spending less than 2 minutes a day. I stress again, these are educational signals. It also allows you, the way we have set it up, a low entry barrier. I know someone out there does not like the word barrier. I'll need to find a more suitable word to use there. So what happens is, from the day you get started with our educational platform and you connect to the signal service, you get to play with the big boys. You get to see what other multi-million-dollar traders are doing in their respective accounts. I hope you guys understand this. Linda, are you there?
Yeah. Yes, I'm here. Linda, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. I know you can say this way better than I can. Would you like to expand on it?
On the signal service? I mean, the whole concept is, listen carefully, because I think this is really important that everybody know. You've got a company that's split into two, and the front half of this is the Forex trading. You're going to be able to go and sign into a training room. You're going to be able to go and learn from the experts. But at the same time, if you don't want to do it, there's a signal in the back of your back end on your desktop. But I want everybody to hear this clearly. At no given time does your upline, your downline, your sideline, nobody makes money from this portion of this presentation thus far. Only you. You're the only one that's going to get the rewards from this. Nobody's in your pocket. The company has no idea how much money you have in the trading account, nor do they care to. That's the key here, everyone. This is the first time in the history of networking for me that I'm going to buy a product and I am absolutely going to make money by just using it. I don't have to resell it. So that signal is for all of us that want to make money, that don't want to learn or want to learn slower but still want to make money, or want to go on vacation for 2 weeks but still want to make money. Did I answer? Did I do good? Okay.
You did better than I would have ever done. That was just perfect. So the next product which we have is the live trading room. This one is for those people who say, okay, you know what? This can be very valuable down the road. I want to learn the ins and outs of trading. I do not just want to get those books, PowerPoints, and learn from that. I want to see it being done in real time. We've got the live trading rooms where you enter and you get to see the screens of our multi-million-dollar traders while they are trading their multi-million-dollar portfolios. You get to ask a question, and in real time, just like that, the question is answered. If necessary, they'll even do a video to show you step by step so that you get exactly what they are saying. So this is an extremely, extremely valuable thing. You get to see it in real time. You get to interact with other people in the community from the comforts of your own home. You don't need to leave your home at all. You get a step-by-step explanation of how the trades were made and why they were made. That is absolutely priceless. Then when you have learned this skill, it's an asset. No one will ever take it away from you. So that's the second product which we have. This third product is by far my favorite. This is wealth education. Why is it my favorite product? Let's look at it this way. A lot of people win the lottery, or they go to Las Vegas, they hit the jackpot. After a year or two, after making hundreds of millions of dollars, they lose it all. Why? It's because people don't have the education of putting money to work for them or creating an asset out of money. Some people put it in the bank, and over time, the interest corrodes everything and all those things. You need to know, when you've got 10,000, what do you do with it? How do you invest it properly? How do you make money work for you? Things like that. So we are going to be going into depth. We've got some really educated people in terms of wealth education who are going to be delivering some truly amazing advice. This is only educational advice. You choose to accept it or not. To wrap everything which I've just said right now, we do not expect you to trust us right out of the gate. We said, okay, with all the brokers out there, they all issue what we call a demo account. You can come and partner with iMarketsLive and utilize your demo account and see how the trades are being made, and you can follow along without money. This is an educational thing. It doesn't have to cost you an arm and a leg. So you can come with your demo account and plug into our system and see how is it working for you. I hope you understand that. So with all the things which we are going to be doing, how legal is it? Now, because we do not have any interaction with your account, have any kickbacks, we do not have any commissions, nothing. We don't have access to your passwords, username, anything like that. It becomes 100% legal because this is just an agent. What you do with your signals, that is up to you, right? So now the next thing is, how much money do we average? That one, because this is all educational, that question becomes what? Irrelevant. How much money we average. Then Why is our CEO doing this? Oh, by the way, for those who don't know, Chris is our CEO. We call him Christopher Terry. The reason he's doing this, I had the opportunity to speak to him at, it was 5 a.m. And I was just following along some of the trades which he was doing at that time. And he shared some very emotional things of him growing up, how he always wanted to help the less fortunate. And there's no better way than to do it this way, to share his wisdom, to share, to give people the ability to go and fish, to teach people how to fish and watch people fishing. He's got some students who went to be featured on CNBC and things like that. You know how rewarding for a coach to see his own students blossom? There's nothing better than that. So that is one of the main reasons he really genuinely loves people and cares. Like when you get to meet him, just talk to him for 1 second, ask him for 1 minute, he gives you an hour. That's the kind of guy he is. I'm really excited to be partnered with him. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Now from here, Linda, would you like to take over from here going down?
I am right here. I would love to take over from here.
Would you like
to? So we're going to go over the matrix and why we're doing this. By the way, everybody, at no given time will you ever have an income claim from anybody in this corporation. Why? One, it's illegal. It's very enticing. And you know what? You got to have apples to apples, oranges to oranges. You know, oh, I made this money this today. You don't know what that account is, and nobody ever does. So we need to experience this and create our own story. So you'll never have an income claim. So let's continue on. What you just heard now from Tish is incredible. I call it the front of the house. It's what drives this whole engine. Now, what is going to pay us? And what it is the pay plan is a 3x8. Everybody, it's a 3x8. And in that 3x8, as you know, there are 8 levels. 8 levels every time somebody falls in your downline. It represents approximately $17.25 a month. This 3x8, why is it so high at $17? Because on a 3x8, they're going to give us 7% straight down from level 1 to level 8. So every time somebody goes in your downline, you're going to receive on a monthly true residual basis of $17.25. Now, how do you build your downline? Is you're going to go in and you're going to bring people into this grand entrance package. We're going to go over it in a minute. But this grand entrance package is what's going to start the money in the 3x8. There is a monthly for the 3 products. There's a charge, an auto ship, a monthly. You're paying very little for those products that Tish just described, and it's $247 a month. Now, that $247 a month you will receive as a member of the 3x8, $17 a person every time somebody comes into your downline. You can build your own, which we all should, and you can also, your team includes your downline. Your team includes your upline, putting people in and they fall into your downline. So you've got many, many ways to build this. So what we're talking about is that it would take only 15 people in your downline to cover the monthly of $247. Or if you want to, you can look at the trading portion of it. You got to make more than $247 a month to pay for your monthly. I want you to think about this one fact right now, because it's mind-boggling when I think about it. They make zero, not a nothing, off of the front end of this. They don't make any money on the trades. They don't make any money on, I'm learning, guys, pips or whatever. I'm learning the terminology. I'm really bad at it. I've never done this, the Forex trading. And I'm excited that I could do it and make money and learn at the same time. But they make zero money on this front end that Tish just explained. The only money the company makes is from this monthly. So you have to be very, very, very cocky. Sorry for the word, but it's true. They're saying, we know how good we are. We don't want anything from the front end. We want for you to pay for your products, and we'll make a small amount of money every month on your order ship. And if we do it that well, there'll be hundreds of thousands of you, and then that's where they make their money. So we've got the 3x8. It's 7 levels, 7%, 8 levels deep, and there's a bonus level on a 9th level. You get 1%. How do you open up all of this? Because if you maxed out your pay plan, you're actually looking at $220,000 a month. For all of you on this call, how many times have you had 120 people in your downline? You're looking at $2,000 a month. That's good money. So how do we open up the pay plan? When you sponsor directly to you 2 people, you're opening up levels 1 through 4. When you sponsor 6 people, a total of 6, you're opening up levels 5 and 6. When you sponsor a total of 9, you go to level 7. When you sponsor a total of 12, you're opening up the entire matrix 8 levels. Now that bonus that I just told you about is when you sponsor 15 people, you open up the 9th level. If you were to max out the 9th level, that represents $48,000 additional. I don't think anybody on this call would say no to $48,000. Monthly, mind you, monthly. Remember, they are saying they're going to do so well, they don't want any money from the beginning. They want the money from the matrix. So you really got to analyze what we're saying, they're saying, because I did. And it's just mind-boggling. So if you think about it, if you really think about it, you can make a lot of money, or you can pace yourself to do whatever you want. The whole thing is geared around what you want. But for argument's sake, if I was to bring in and have 1,000-person downline, I would be making $17,000 a month. I would take out my bills and then put the rest into my trading account. Some of you might have joined and don't have enough money to go in your trading account. Guys, you could start with 100. Go out, sponsor, take all that money that you're making from the matrix and put it in the trading account, if that's what you so choose to do. This is all on you. There's nothing that you can't do here. If you can do whatever your pace is. You can go out and sponsor, fill up your whole matrix. There's so many different ways to fund your trading account besides just taking it out of your pocket. So let's go for another step. Very, very far and few in between you find ownership that lives every word that they say. And Tish has. All right? They will not personally sponsor anybody. They will give all their leaders to other people. So what did they do the other day? We had a group of people say, "Oh my God, there's somebody in my back office. I don't know the name." Well, you know what? They did exactly what they're supposed to do. Tish has given away his leaders to other people in this company. So you've got the corporation behind you. All right? You've got competition out there that's charging $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 for the courses that they're only charging $247 a month and giving you a way to pay for it with the matrix. That's major. So right now, until the official launch, there's only one way to come in, everybody. And that way is considered the grand entrance package. It's $1,500. What do you get for $1,500? Let me break it down for you. One, you get placed in the matrix, and it's really early, so you're going to have a great spot. 2, you're able to receive a fast start bonus from everybody you bring in, and that's $400. 3, you get a ticket to an event that I am going to tell you is going to make history. It will be so viral on YouTube. The event starts on Thursday night. That's when the top 10 producers have dinner with the owners, and it goes all the way to Sunday. This event, I wish I could tell you everything that's going to go on because your heads are going to spin. The event is absolutely incredible, and it's in Las Vegas in the Bellagio. So you get that ticket, and you also get the $400, right, every time you sponsor somebody. But they said that's not enough. They went out and they said, let's give them out more bonuses. So there's additional bonuses being given when you're present in Las Vegas. So I'm going to take the example of you sponsor 2 and you're making $800 in Las Vegas. You're going to be called onto this stage and you're going to get an additional $200. If you add it all up at the end of the day, it adds up to a lot of money, because it's not, oh, if you get 2, you can't do 6. It all adds up, and they give you everything. At the same time in Las Vegas, you know, I was privy to a conversation that Tish was on, and they were thinking about giving away a car. And they all came together, and they said, you know what, this is about the average person. This is not about the high producer. The high producer could buy his own car. So instead, what they did is they did 25 iMac laptops. So everything in Las Vegas is not about the high producers. It's about everybody in this company. They want everybody to have an equal chance, whether it's going to be laptops, iPads, TVs. You know, Tish is a maniac. I have no clue what he's going to give away over there. You got to be there. He's going wild. So no matter what you give away in Vegas, it's not about what you did for the company. You believed in the company enough already. So they're saying thank you by doing everything via raffle. For me, that says a lot about this company. So you're also going to receive, and this seems to be the big one, and we're going to let Tish jump in now after this and discuss it. There is a company rotator where your link will go on it, and it's permanent. It's not just for 60 days or 90 days. It's permanent. This company rotator, you will be able to build your business. It's not for you to stop and sit back and let everybody do the work, but it's in addition to, and what's going to happen is you've got the master, Tish the Great. For those of you that don't know him, look him up, honey, because he is the best of the best at driving generic, pointed, targeted traffic. So everybody that comes in that's under the 600 number will receive a permanent position inside of this rotator. That, to me, is priceless. For all of you that have been in other companies and you know that you've been in co-ops and you've been in rotators, you know, a good rotator costs you, I can't even, $1,000 a month. Here you're going into a rotator on a permanent basis. That is a gift and a half. So that's what you're receiving for your $1,500. Okay, you're going to go into a matrix. You're going to receive 7%, 8 levels deep. You've got the bonus. You've got the Las Vegas trip. You've got Tish's rotator. You can win an iMac over there. You have additional bonuses, and you've got to be part of something that's going to make history in Las Vegas. The events that are planned there, I don't think you'll ever be in a convention like that. And for those of you that are across the country, they're even talking about streaming it. So you've got a lot of great stuff going on. Tish, can you talk to us more about the rotator? You're such a master at it.
Okay. Now, as you can see that is very passionate about what we have. Now, I am even more passionate than her. Sorry, I got lost when she was going through the presentation, and I'm really glad she did the presentation the way she did it, because it was clearer than anyone would have said. In terms of the rotator, let me see if I can show you something. I know a lot of people like talk is cheap. How can I want to get back to my screen. I was going to show you. Unfortunately, guys, I can't get to my screen without the PowerPoint. I wanted to show you exactly what I can do. How do I escape from this? Anyone, guys, who knows how to escape from the PowerPoint? Unfortunately, I cannot. Oh, there we go. Good. Let me show you something. Right? Let me show you something. My calendar. Right? And guys, no screenshots. Anyway, you can take screenshots. As you can see right now, my calendar is completely empty. We have been working on iMarketsLive for a while. You can see it's still empty, right? You can see it's empty. Then you can see when we started working on what? iMarketsLive. If we go back, you can see my calendar was pegged. You can see how much I was spending on a day-to-day basis, generating, I'm talking at least 120,000 leads a day. You can see going there, you can see my days were pegged. You can see this. Very few people will ever show you something like that. All the gurus which you hear about are nothing compared to what I was doing and the levels I was doing it at. So basically, I will tell you right now, if you are not part of the rotator, do yourself a favor, make sure you are in it. Because what I can do, very, very few people out there will ever be able to do it. It's well worth more than anything else, worth more than just to be part of it. You're talking to a person who was recruiting over 3,000 people a week in my previous company, a week. And I can tell you right now, the beginner package was way more than $300. And a person who can do more than 3,000 a week, you definitely need to be in that rotator. Whatever you do, you need to be in that rotator. And unfortunately, there are hundreds of people who are already in it. And guess what? I increased it a couple of days to accommodate 100 more people, and the number is not going to increase again because it takes a lot of my time to put everyone's link in and really do it properly so that everyone gets to benefit. Guys, whatever you do, don't overthink things. This is 1,500, and just to be in that rotator is like I'm handing you this whole thing. Like, how can I say it? You need to be in that rotator. Please be advised. This is not to encourage laziness. This is to help people. We want to see you succeed. We as a company were going to advertise anyway. So we said, why not let people who are trusting us now benefit from it? That's why we introduced this rotator for the first 600 now. So take advantage of it. Linda, back to you.
Okay, so we're going to close this out, but let's get grounded a little bit, everybody. We've all been here before. We all have joined every single program, and every one of you, we all know about launches and pre-launches and beta tests, and let's get a little humor into this. How many times have you sat in front of the computer on a Monday because your upline told you to sit there because it's going to launch, it's going to be the program of a lifetime, and then you sit there all day, and Tuesday, forget that program. It's not worth anything. Let's go to the next. Or how many of you have so much product in your garage that my family won't even invite me for Christmas anymore because they don't want any more old product? You know, when somebody coughs on a call, I'm excited because I got to send them old vitamins. All of that's gone. Please understand what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a trillion-dollar industry. You're dealing with an international language, and that's finance. The only guys that make the big money now are the people that are in finance. The only way that we're going to catch up, because a lot of us have backstepped instead of front step. Some of us are at the ages of 50 to 65 and can't retire. The only way we're going to catch is to be with a financial market, okay? And the only market that I could see that allows us to play and start with 100 or start with 100,000 is IML. So for all of you on this call, one, I challenge you, because today is the easiest you're ever going to be able to sponsor an IML, because tomorrow another 100 people are going to know about it. So for me and for a lot of the team, we're not sleeping, because today is the easiest day ever to share IML. And you judge your programs by who your people are. I mean, we all know that it's the 3 Ps. It's product, it's pay plan, and it's the people. The people who are on the call. Tish is an incredible man. He's a master at what he does. Chris is an incredible man, a master at what he does. Mo is absolutely the glue to the company. And Tag, you've all met and you all know and you've all dealt with him. I'm going to leave you with the people portion of this, that I'm going to give you two short stories because I experienced them. Chris was in another company. When that company went awry, he didn't leave his downline. He said, no, nobody's going to lose. He took his own money and made sure everybody was solid. To me, that's a leader. Two, I've got a man named Tish on this phone, and we spoke about what's going on and what we're doing for Las Vegas. And I told him, somebody that's worked very, very hard can't afford to come from Australia to here. He said, we pay the ticket, she's here. That to me is people. That is commitment. Pay plan, easy. I don't have 2 up, 1 down, orange, green hats on a Monday to buy into a binary on a Tuesday. It's black and white. Your money is right there, and you see it on a daily basis. Right now, you can come in with MasterCard, Visa, American Express, or Diners, and STP, which will eventually be in the back office, and it'll be easier. How to get paid out, they're still discussing that, and it'll be announced in the next couple of days. They're dealing with that now. So we've got the paid plan, and it's smoking. It's easy. You could actually discuss it under 3 minutes, and people will understand it. And the last thing is the product. You tell me who doesn't want to be in the financial arena. You tell me who is going to say, I could never do Forex trading, but your answer, your rebuttal is, well, you don't need to learn it. Just put the signal on. You have the complete package. This is the aha moment that we've all missed in our lives. We all have at least 2 aha moments that we just don't even know why we didn't do what we were supposed to do. Well, you know what? Don't miss this aha moment. The who's who of leaders have now come into this company. And I'm talking about I'm talking about my team. I'm talking about the rest of the leaders on this call. The leaders have come in. When you go and look at the leadership in this company from the distributor base, you can't be wrong when the who's who is in here. So for me, anyone that's on this call, 1, go and thank the person that invited you because they gave you truly a gift. 2, those of you that are hemming and hawing and deciding whether or not to do it, go check with your doctor your pulse, because there's no way that you can't see once you watch a video. And 3, every single one of you should have been late to this call. Not early, late. Why? Because you went to a funeral today. What you did today is you buried broke so deep that broke is in China. Every single one of you went to a funeral on this call today, and you buried broke, and you all need to bury broke, and so do I. So with that, I wish everyone a wonderful night and a great weekend, and I thank you for being here. And if I sound passionate, I feel that this is my chance. And I hope you all do too. This is it. This is the aha moment that we've been waiting for in networking. Back to you, Tish. Thank you for allowing me to speak.
No, the pleasure is all mine. And for everyone on this call, you've got a big advantage. Use it. Please use it. Right now, until Tuesday, only people affiliated with Linda are promoting this. We've got hundreds, I'm talking hundreds of 7- and 8-figure earners ready to promote this. You do not want to be competing with them after we open. Take advantage of this. Thank the person who got you to this presentation and say, you know what? I don't know what it is. I want to secure my position. They say those who are on top make all the money, right? So you are going to be the people on top. Take advantage of it. You do not have any excuse whatsoever. And I thank each and every one of you for being here. And I do apologize for the accent and jumping up around, but please do not overthink this. Linda, you are amazing as usual, and I cannot wait to speak to you on Sunday. I know you're going to be excited. I just don't know why. So, guys, arrivederci. I'll talk to you in Las Vegas in September. Bye, guys. Bye.